What's up? It's Richie from the Mac and Cabbage channel. I hope you're doing really well today. So I've come out today. I'm back in my old little stomping ground where I grew up. I'm in East Bolton. I sometimes revisit this place every now and again. It's got obviously a lot of memories for obviously when I was growing up here, but a lovely part. I grew up in East Bolton since I think it was about 6 years old till sort of like the early 20s before I moved back to South Shields where I am now. So it's always nice to revisit. Anyway, so I've come on today just to have a little chat about obviously the two signings that we have made and potentially the other signings that we could and need to have a look at as well. So at the minute I'm absolutely over the moon with the signings that we've made. I think Speakman and Co have done a really good job. They've brought in, a young, hungry midfielder in Diarra. I think he's only 21, 22, roughly about that age. I haven't actually checked his age there, but I'm sure he's about 21, 22. International player for Senegal. He looks a complete package in midfield. I did read online that he does need to improve on his sort of defensive side of the game, but he has got it all. Sort of like what Joe Bellingham did, he's a box-to-box midfielder. You can, win that ball in midfield, and obviously you can progress with the ball forward. And if anybody did watch that game when England played Senegal in the final, I thought he had an absolutely fantastic game. And obviously he did score against England as well. It was a decent finish as well by him. So, I was a little bit worried about who are we going to replace in that midfield for Job. I think it was a big, in a way, big boots to fill, because let's be honest, parts of last season in the Championship when Joe Bellingham wasn't available for us either through suspension or injury, he was a massive miss in that midfield. Is that some sort of fly or something? But when him, Dan Neil and Chris Rigg got and formed that midfield for us was absolutely fantastic. So we've got a replacement for Job, and it's pretty much the money that we have received for Job we'll pay for Diarra as well. So in my eyes, bringing in an international young hungry player into the Premier League, I think is only going to do wonders for us and for him as a player as well. I still think we're maybe a little bit short in midfield still. Maybe one of their face would be nice, like potentially a defensive midfielder, someone that can sit in front of the back four or back three or whatever Regis is looking to play next season. Just to sort of give her that bit of protection in certain games against certain teams as well. So that's another position I think we'll have to have a look at. So, and then moving on obviously to Ronaldo I think that's how you say it. So he's left back, coming from Atletico Madrid. I think he's had roughly around about 100 appearances for Atletico Madrid in total. And I think it's something like 70 appearances in the league, just off the top of my head when I was reading his info as well. So he's got obviously a lot of experience playing at the top level of his, in the La Liga. Brilliant experience left back as well, natural left hand sided player, and he's got bags and bags of pace. Yes, he's 31 now, but I'm sure that pace that he's got hasn't really gone away yet. So that is something that we can utilise in the Premier League. We all know how fast the Premier League is, so it looks like he is going to go with a sort of I would imagine a back four with bringing in a potential player like him. But yet again, he could even play wing back as well. So it gives Reggie a little bit of freedom on sort of what formations he wants to play. But with the likes of Dennis Cirkin as well, we've all seen the rumours of him maybe going to Spurs. But I think that'll be a bad move. I think we should keep Dennis Cirkin, and obviously we'll have the two left backs as well for cover, because obviously if you remember when Dennis Cirkin was out, Ajay Elise was out, we didn't really have anybody to play left back, so we do need some cover there, definitely. And I think it would be wrong in the club to get rid of Dennis Cirkin. He's a young, fantastic up-and-coming left-back as well. He was in the England under-21 squad, but I'm not sure why he pulled out. I don't know whether it was through injury or through personal circumstances or something, but he was included in the squad at times as well. So we need to keep a hold of Dennis Cirkin. And then obviously we'll have got cover on that left hand side, and we're looking to be strong. Obviously both got great left feet as well, so it gives a lot of balance to the team as well. So brilliant. Maybe another cover for Trey Hume on that right hand side. You know, I know Alan Brown can play there as well, and potentially Luke O'Nien can play there as well. So there is a little bit of cover if we don't get anybody in, but you know, maybe we should be looking into strengthening our full back position. And we need another centre half as well, because obviously there's been no movement with Chris Metham lately, and this Wilfred Singo that we were linked to from Monaco, nothing has seemed to have come of that either. So we definitely do need to bring in another centre half, and I've been linked with a few different players as well in that position, but personally myself, I kind of just take it with a pinch of salt. You know, rumours are rumours in my eyes. It's not until sort of like you have a legitimate source like Fabrizio Romano, I think that's his name. I'm not great with remembering names, but yeah, so Fabrizio Romano, you can get him on Facebook, on Twitter, X. He's a great source to follow, because normally 99.9% of the time he is bang on with what he says, and that is a source that I follow constantly through the transfer window. There are other sources out there, and it's just whoever you like to listen to, whoever you like to read, and things like that. But yeah, so I think now what we need to have a look at is obviously the centre half position, right wing. Definitely, because we've only got Paddy Roberts on there, and also as well the left hand side as well. I know Wilson Easdale could probably drop in and play on the attacking left hand side as well, but we need another winger in, I would imagine, like, and obviously a striker as well. So we have been linked with a striker. His name's gone over the top of my head, but Sassuolo in Italy, I think he plays for, the team that plays in the black and green strips. So there's a player there, and he can play left hand side, and he can play a striker as well. So that's good, you know. I have a versatile attacking forward as well, like him to get in as well. So for me, definitely a centre half, maybe another full back on that right hand side for Trey Hume, definitely right and left hand sided winger, and definitely another striker. So we've still got a little bit of work to do, and I think, in this window, but I have full trust in our team, in Speakman and Co in the background, to do what they're doing, because so far, honestly, absolutely perfect and brilliant and well done. You know, you've proved a lot of doubters wrong as well, like, so I was one of them as well, included. I didn't like Speakman at one point. I thought he's just desperately buying players in just to get the numbers in, you know what I mean? And some of the players were brought in last season, the season before, were just no good at all, really, with it. But anyways, well, going on to this, the goalkeeper situation, this Polish international keeper that we've been linked with. I've seen rumours as well today that he's linked with Saudi Arabia side. So it's Marcin Bulka that you call him. Polish international goalkeeper. Which I'm surprised. I thought they might have given Anthony Patterson a sort of, a go in the Premier League. But it'd be interesting to see, if he does come, because I thought that, like I said, I thought they might have given Anthony Patterson a chance in the Premier League, but are they bringing in this, Marcin Bulka is a number one, and obviously have Anthony Patterson number two, and is he not trusting sort of like Simon Moore and Blondie as much? We've never seen much of Blondie, have we? He's always kind of been in the background, you know what I mean? But I think we definitely need some cover in that goalkeeping position, because not being disrespectful, but I don't think Simon Moore is capable of it. I didn't really rate him in the Championship either, so maybe that's another position we need to bring in. Anyway, I'm going to go out and have a walk in this heat. I don't know why I've decided to come out when it's boiling hot today, but here we are. Nice day off today, so why not get out and stretch the legs? But let us know what you think. Is there any certain areas in the team that you're worried about? Is there a certain position where you think we desperately need cover there, or are you getting a little bit worried, or have you got full trust in Speakman and Co to get the transfer window done? So anyway, I'll leave you with that today, and I hope everybody out there has a fantastic day today as well. Enjoy some sun if you are off work, and also as well, we do have the Matt and Cabby channel as well tonight, so tune in tonight, and obviously it'd be nice to catch up with you all. Anyway, as always, take it easy, and I'll speak to you soon.